Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. So today is the beginning of a new series which I am calling Blank Does My or Draws My Makeup. And there he is. So today's one is from my sister. So let's get into it. So Pablo is like right behind me. So I sent an empty face chart. No, you're not sleeping on my pillow. You're not sleeping on my pillow. I said no. He's gonna sulk now because he's not allowed to sleep on my pillow. You know, it's where I sleep. So my sister actually drew two for me, but basically I sent people, I posted that I wanted people to draw on a face chart, create a look for me. So my sister did two, and then I've got, I think I've got 13 or 14 in total. So I thought we'd start with this one. And this is my sister's first one. So it's a very purple sort of monochrome look. There's little bits of blue in there and some silver. So I'm excited for that. So I'm just going to leave that there and I'll refer back to it. Let me just get my hair out of the way. I've not got a hairband. They're in my drawer and I can't be bothered to move. Like, I don't want to unhook myself from the microphone and whatnot. Meh, it'll do. So I'm going to start with my eyebrows. So the eyebrows on this are already drawn, so I'm assuming this just means my normal eyebrows. So I'm just doing my normal brow routine and we'll speed through this quite quickly. I forgot to get my small mirror out, so you just get to see the back of this big one. So it's like 6 o'clock on Thursday evening, and I've decided to film. I never film this late. So I've just got a bit of the P. Louise base in 05, I think it's called Rumour. And I'm just taking that on a small dry sponge. So I have an endo video coming up. I filmed it yesterday. Yes, so my endo video was due to go up on the 20th, which is Saturday coming. But I decided I wanted to do this one instead and put my endo one up at the end of the month. I think if I'm going to do an endo one every month, just sort of like an update, I'll do it at the end of the month. But so this month there'll definitely be one. So that'll be what, the 27th or something like that. So I thought I'd do this one, and I'm planning to do one of these a month, apart from in June when it's my birthday, and then I'm going to do two. And in October I might do two. We'll see. Haven't decided. So I'm going in with my Morphe 35B Colour Burst palette. And it's just all these gorgeous colours. So as you can see, it's sort of like blue, purple into pink, and then a silver crease lid. So I'm going to start off with this blue, and then I'm going to go into that purple, and then this pink, and I'm just popping that just on my outer third. And then I'm going to go in with that purple, and I'm just going to put that on the middle portion of my eye. And then I'm just going to take that pink. This this brush is clean, it's just stained. And I'm just going to go and do the same on the other eye. So I was just thinking the other day, like, how is everyone coping with this third lockdown? If you're in Scotland, or I think England's a similar lockdown to us, I'm not quite sure. I can't remember. I have been speaking to my mum on and off about it, but like, what's everyone doing? Are you working? Are you home? Some of my friends have children and they need to homeschool them, or like my niece, she's being homeschooled at the moment because of COVID. And as much as you know, the children will be loving it, I don't think all these parents are loving it. Like, it's a lot, really, isn't it? Like, me learning from home is a lot for me to handle. I can't imagine, like, my sister-in-law has my niece and my nephew, so they're 8 and 10, nearly 11, I think. I could be wrong. I know that sounds awful, that I could have my own nephew's birthday, like, age wrong, but for months I was telling everyone I was going to be 25, and actually I was only going to be 24. So I can't remember my own birthday half the time, so my bad. But I don't know, I'm not bothered by lockdown in the sense of it's not affecting me when it comes to going out and about and doing things. Because although, yes, I miss my friends, like my friend's birthday yesterday, and we couldn't do anything because, you know, I don't know about all my friends, like what their situations are with family members and stuff, but I've got family members that are shielding, like Joanne and Becca are shielding because they're both high risk. My family down south are all shielding. I know obviously I'm not seeing them, but you know, we're still being careful. But yeah, it's just a crappy time, really. I'm kind of like pleasantly surprised at how that turned out. And then for my lid, I'm gonna take the House Labs Glimmer. I can't even read. This is the Glam Attack in Flash. I knew it was Glam Attack. I couldn't remember the name of it, but yeah, it's Flash. It's just some silver. So I'm just gonna leave that to dry. I'm just gonna sit like this. So yeah, we've been being careful. Joanne and Becca have both had their COVID vaccines now. Me and Louise are just waiting for ours. But it's a crazy, crazy time. I really miss my family. As I said the other day, my granddad's been unwell, so it's horrible knowing that he's unwell and I can't go and see him. And, you know, just give them a big cuddle, like, and my nan, bless her, she's going through it as well with my granddad being so ill. Again, I'm not going to go into details because, you know, it's a private thing, like, nobody needs to know. All I'm going to say is he's ill, and I hate knowing I'm so far away and can't do anything. But then at the same time, I'm kind of glad that I have that reasoning of, oh, well, I am like 400 miles away. That's why I can't do anything. Like my mum and nan and my aunts and stuff, obviously they're close. Like my nan lives with him, my mum lives 10 minutes away and whatnot, and she's been doing their shopping. But they can't do anything. So it's just crappy timing. And I don't think it would be as bad if we knew what was going on, but we don't. So it's just like, oh, okay. I'm going to take a tiny bit of the black, because as you can see here, it's like a two-tone silver. So I'm just going to pop the tiniest bit of black over the ends of that, just to two-tone it a bit more. I think that's meant to be a wing. I don't know. I'm going to go with this as a small wing. Sorry, Caitlyn, if that's not right. So this is the House Labs eyeliner in Punk. And then I'm just going to leave that to dry for a second. I am just going to sit here with my eyes closed, talking to you. I think the thing I have enjoyed most about lockdown is getting that time to sort of really focus on my college work and my marriage and stuff. Like, me and Joanne really get to spend time with each other. That is not a tiny wing. Yeah, like, and it sounds really cheesy, but I really have like found myself and who I am during this time. Because if you'd said to me 2 years ago, oh, you're gonna want to do this with your life, blah blah blah, I would have been like, okay, whatever. But yeah, I know, like, beauty therapy, specifically makeup, is what I really want to do. Like, I've always loved it and thought, yeah, I'd like to do that, but especially like doing this stuff from home, it has really made me go, actually, yeah, that's definitely what I want to do. Like, that is my biggest passion. And I still, like, I did media in school and I loved that, and I'm glad that I get to use that with what I do with my YouTube channel, which I absolutely love. Like, I swear this channel keeps me sane sometimes. Like, I'll be vlogging and just chatting to myself and I'm like, I sound like such a crazy person. I don't know. I'm just really loving this sort of getting to know myself as well as getting to know you sort of thing. And again, I know that sounds extra cheesy, but I am cheesy, what can I say? So I'm gonna move on to my face now, and obviously there's no actual base on here, but I'm just gonna do my normal base. So I'm using the Benefit Professional Primer. Oh, this one's not even been opened yet. So I'm just popping some of that on the back of my hand, rub it in with my fingers. I think that may have been a bit too much. Oops. I did sort of declog my pores yesterday. I did a, like, you know, those black face masks that like clean out your pores. I used one of those, like the peel off ones, like the ones you paste, like you paint on and then peel off. So I did one of those, and then what did I do? Oh, I did a lip mask as well, and I don't do lip masks very often, but I really enjoyed it. My lips felt amazing afterwards. My skin's so smooth after that. Yeah, and then I used my chromosome tool and just like dug out all of the nastiness. Like all my comedones, which for most people are just blackheads. To a beauty student, they are comedones, because that's the technical term. maybe TMI, but my hip has popped out of joint, so if I'm wriggly, that's why. I can feel it and it's sore. So today I'm going to use my Revolution Pro Full Cover Camouflage Foundation. This is in the shade F3. I'm just going to go straight in with my brush. So me and Joanne watched, or Aunt Louise actually, she was with us in the living room on Sunday. We watched The Incredibles 2. And do you know what? I quite enjoyed the first Incredibles. I thought it was really good. Wasn't like obsessed with it. Like I know some people that thought it was like the best film ever, and I wouldn't go that far. Like it was good, but you know, there's better. But obviously there was what, a 14-year wait between when the first one came out and the second one came out. It's so well made, I'll give them that, like to the point you can see the fibres in their shirts and stuff. But it wasn't that great. Like it was fine, like I'd watch it if it was on, but I wouldn't be like, do you know what I want to watch today? The Incredibles 2. Like sometimes we'll just be like, oh, let's watch Moana, or let's watch Lilo and Stitch, or Ratatouille, and we'll love it and we never get bored of it. But then there's like that, like old Robin Hood we watch quite a lot as well. But I don't know, I think it was a bit obvious, you know. Well, at first we were like, oh, it's the brother, I can't remember his name, but the brother, we were like, oh, it's him, he's behind it. And then as it got further on, I said to Joanna, I was like, no, I bet it's the sister, I bet she's behind it. She seems, there's something fishy going on. So I'm using my XX Revolution Concealer in CX2. So as you can see, I didn't go crazy with my concealer. I only have a small amount on where I need it. So I've got a couple of spots around my chin. I always do my nose anyway, but I do have a couple of cuts on my nose from Pablo and Minnie, because I've fleed them and stuff and they're not a fan. Don't ask me why I'm using my foundation brush to blend in my concealer, because I don't know. I'll go back in with my sponge. Do you know, I've got Fear of the Dark by Iron Maiden stuck in my head, and I don't know why. That's such a random song to have stuck in my head. Like I've not listened to it in months. That being said, the other week I randomly had Enter Sandman by Metallica in my head, and I was like, this is so weird, like why is that in my head? So that was just my Kimchi Chic Puff Puff Pass powder in No Colour. Yeah, No Colour powder. So I'm just going to use my powder brush to brush that excess away. Oh, look, I've got a scratch there. I don't know if you can see. I've got a couple like lower down, but I'm not gonna get my boob out. But yeah, that was from Minnie this morning. I clipped her claws, and what else did I do? Oh, cleaned her ears, because her ears are quite dirty and her breath is really bad. So I'm trying to sort of get into a routine of cleaning her ears out and stuff. So I'm going to do my lower lash line. I'm going to take a cotton bud And I'm going to take the blue and I'm going to put that on the outer portion of my lower lash line, sort of coming halfway in. And then at the other end of it, I'm going to take the purple. And then on this tiny brush, I'm going to take my pink on my very inner portion of the lower lash line. And then I've just got this pencil brush and I'm going to take a teeny bit of that pink and I'm just going to blend this. Here I have the Revolution Ultra Cool Glow, and I'm going to take this pink shade on my inner corner highlighter brush and I'm going to put that right on my inner corners. So now I'm just going to take a bit of my mascara. I've got the Colossal Big Shot by Maybelline in black. So my sister actually didn't put anything on the lower lash line of her face chart. So I have just done the same on the bottom as I've done on the top. So that is my eyes done. And then I'm going to bronze using my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. So, my other big question for the video, and it's not like a serious question, well it is a serious question, I want to know. What is everyone watching on Netflix? We have not watched that Cecil Hotel thing yet. I plan on watching it. There's a couple of other things I've not watched yet that I do plan on watching. But I've watched a lot of it. Right, so for my nose, I've just bronzed the whole way down. I've got my Morphe sponge and a bit of that Kimchi Puff Puff Pass. And I'm just going to like bake my nose sort of. And then I'm just going to take my powder brush and buff that away. And then let's have a wee look. So for blush and highlight, we are purple. So for blush, I'm just taking my Morphe E4. No, I've never done a purple blush before. I'm just going to take the same purple that I put on my eyes. And then I'm just taking a bit of the deeper purple. I mean, not a look I'd go for usually. And I'm just gonna spray my face with a bit of the Morphe setting spray. This is the Sweet Peach one. Yeah, back to Netflix. Well, TV in general. So who's watched It's a Sin? Because I have, and I loved it. So in this palette, back to the other palette, we're going to use this one. It's a purpley sort of shade. Did you just hear my hip pop back in? Yeah, I watched It's a Sin and it was amazing. Like, I fell in love with that. I've been watching The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. I'm sort of like halfway through part 4. Ditto with Riverdale. I'm all caught up on Riverdale. I've still got bits of The Handmaid's Tale to watch. I've not finished that. But I sort of have to be in the mood with that. Like, if you've not watched it, there's lots of sort of like rape and body mutilation and stuff. And if I'm having a bit of a crappy mental health day, rape and body mutilation and all that sort of thing is not really something I want to watch. I'm just going to use this wipe to clean my lips off. We've been watching stuff on Discovery Plus. Has anyone watched Dragnificent? We started watching that a while back. Then Drag Me Down the Aisle we watched the other day, and it's great. Oh my god, they couldn't have done that in the UK before I got married. Alexis Michelle at my wedding, yes. I mean, and Juju and Thorgy and BB, but Alexis Michelle, that nose contour is to die for. So this is it so far. I don't think we've done bad. I'm just gonna go for the lip, which is obviously a purple. So I'm using the House Labs Rip Lip Liner in Drag. It literally says too cool. Oh my god, too cool for school hot girl lip sticker in blazing purple. Honestly, couldn't tell you the brand of this. I got it from Sephora in Portugal 4 years ago. No, 3 years ago. My hair is a mess. Like, my natural hair is quite wavy and nice, but it's currently a mess. So what do we think? So the purple cheek I actually quite like. It's not my go-to. Honestly, probably wouldn't do it again unless it was for a look. This lighting makes my hair look greasy. I mean, it's not greasy. It does need wash tonight because I got rained on, which is why it looks greasy. But yes, I'm loving this eye. This one I think turned out better, though the liner on this one's better. And this lip. So I am loving this. I think my sister did a really good job of creating this, because I mean, the eye maybe I would do, but the rest of this, like purple cheek, I would not do. Purple highlighter would not do. But I love it. She did good. Thank you, Caitlyn. Or Cat. Like, I know this says Cat, but I've always called her Caitlyn. She's my baby sister. She's only been started being called Cat in the last like couple of years as she's grown up. Like we used to call her, I still do, call her Coo. And my godmother calls her Caitlyn and Ganglin, because when she was young she couldn't say her name, so she said Caitlyn and Ganglin. But yes, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with all your friends. And if you want to do a face chart, I will leave a link to my Instagram in the description, and I'll post just an empty, like a blank face chart, and you can screenshot it, draw on it, send it back, whatever. And I can do that. So we'll see you next time. Bye.